What's up, Nitro Nation? Muggy Maniac is in the cave, wrenching. I mean, I'm off work for this week, and I'm sure a lot of people are. So, what did we do with all this time? Well, I'll tell you what. It's getting ready to rain out here, but who knows? A little rain never hurt anybody. But anyway, welcome all Muggy Maniacs, Buggy Maniacs, Truggy Maniacs, Monster Truck Maniacs, and yes, 5th scale, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80cc, 90cc, all you people out there that are doing 5th scales, you know, shout out to you guys. Special shout out to my brother from another mother, as you know, Mr. Elite RC. You know, he's been putting out some videos. I know Eastside RC is putting out some videos as well. You know, so there's a couple 5th guys that are still, you know, doing some wrenching, doing some, you know, trying to help out the 5th scale community, you know, because I mean, we're all one big community, yes? I mean, even though the 5th scale guys are, you know, a little bit different than us, you know, we're all part of the RC family. Now, I don't want to bash on E-words, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, I have tons of E-word friends, but here, there's your E-word guys. There's your Nitro guys. Okay, and then the E-word guys will say, "Oh yeah, but the E-word guys have fatter wallets because we save all the money that we don't put in." Whatever, you know what I mean? Like I said, to each his own. I'm not bashing E-word guys. Hey, if that floats your boat, you know, then go for it. Just you're on the wrong channel, so you might want to keep scrolling, keep trolling, keep on going, whatever, to find an E-word channel, because there ain't no E-word in here. The only E-word in here is you know, receivers, radios, batteries, speed, you know, servos, stuff like that. But this is all Nitro, baby. Bam! Oh, what's that? Is that the Pico? Is that a Pico P3.287 port in there? Italian monster? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, yes, it is done. Okay, I started peeling it. The front part. Look at that. Does that look sick or what? That's the front part of the Kratos. So, as you guys know or don't know, I usually let my bodies, once I'm done painting, I let it cure for about a day. I finished this earlier this morning. I mean, I got up at like 4 and 5 in the morning. So I tried to finish. I wanted to get it finished before this weekend. I'm obviously starting to peel the front off. I don't know if I'm going to peel the remaining off. I'm definitely not going to touch the window masking, because I'm going to leave that. I'll probably maybe do that tomorrow. I'll peel it off, but I started to peel this, but I would figure that I would do a little video to show you guys the finished product. Because remember, image isn't everything, okay? It's the only thing when it comes to your Nitro. Hey, if your shit's gonna perform, you might as well make it look sick. I don't know. That's just me. You know the Muggy. I'm OCD about, you know. I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but I'm just nitpicky, OCD about cleanliness, organization, you know, details, upkeep, maintain. I mean, I've even had people tell me, hey, don't you ever run those things, man? These things look like you never run them. They're so clean. Oh, hell yeah, we run them. We run them pretty good. You know, and we get them dirty as hell. And you guys have seen plenty of me, you know, after I run them, how dirty they are. But see, I take care of my shit, because when you're investing anywhere, you know, from $1,000 to $2,000 on one of these whips, then, you know, you might want to take care of it. So, anyway, we were going to finish peeling that in a minute. But I wanted to share something, because I have a lot of people that ask me. I think some people are like, I guess they rode the short bus, or they can't count, or I don't know. I mean, they asked me, well, how long you been doing nitro? And you said this and that, and then 10 years. What do you mean 10 years? You only been on YouTube this long? You only got... Listen, I have what? I think, I don't know how many thousands, because this tells you in all your stuff. I don't know how many hundreds. Well, like, I'm almost approaching, in over 6 years now, I'm almost approaching 100,000 views. That ain't bad for a guy that everybody hates and only has not even 400 subs yet. I'm creeping, look at that, people. I'm creeping on 400. Holy Nikes. I'm creeping on 400. That means in the last month or so, in the last few, you know, I guess it's been like 5 weeks or whatever, in the last month, I went from 340 subscribers to 60 brand new people. Which is pretty cool. Obviously, you know, considering what I've been through and how I'm so scrutinized, and how, you know, there's just a lot of closet muggy fans out there, because otherwise I wouldn't have that many views. And anyway, this is when I started my channel. What does that say? 2013? That would make it, what, over 6 years? That's just on YouTube. And I had another 100, 200 more videos that got erased when I switched phones. And I switched phones a few times. But anyway, yeah. So, and before that, so that means over 6 years just on YouTube alone. Prior to YouTube, I was in and out of nitro for about 4 years. So, like I said, around 10 years. That's where I get to 10 years. So I don't know what's confusing about that. Over 6 of it is on YouTube. Okay, and I did another, like I said, and I wasn't doing no E word, or that doesn't say, you know, I was watching. That's when my channel, that's when I made my channel and started uploading videos. Over 6 years ago. Okay? And like I said, prior to this, to YouTube, around 4 years, nitro. So, 10 years, give or take a few months or whatever. So that's where I get to 10 years. So I don't know what's so confusing about that. Maybe people can't count. Maybe they need to take off their shoes or whatever. But anyway, oh, I also wanted to share with you guys something else that I think you guys will find pretty interesting. Well, I think it's funny as hell. One of my subscribers or followers or whatever you want to call them uploaded this on Facebook. And I thought it was funny as hell. Okay, look at this. Okay, can you guys see that? It's like a girl, and she's got another girl, and what she says, I love RCs. Me too, especially traxas. And then look, pushed her ass off. I seen that shit, and I was like, that's comedy. So anyway, which brings me to my next subject. Look what we have here. Holy smokes. We have a special guest. And, you know, a not too welcome guest, but it is here. It is. I don't even know if you want to call it a nitro. This is a traxas / you're like, oh shit, Muggy, what's this doing in your cave, man? How'd that sneak in here? Well, this is a client of mine, because if you, like I told you guys before, I do RC restorations, repair, upgrades, you know, nitro, 8-scale nitro, no E words, okay, on the side to make a few bucks, and then the side bucks that I make off it go to my obviously my sick addiction to, you know, nitro. Okay, so anyway, he wanted me to work on this. I got it tuned. This was the guy that was in the video. You seen that video? We finally got this thing dialed in. We got it tuned. He took it to the track, and he said it wouldn't start. Well, the reason it doesn't start is, for one, it's a traxas. That's part of the problem. And it's not even a nitro, man. How could you call this a 8? It's not even 8-scale. It won't even. Traxas doesn't make 8-scale. How could you call this a nitro? Look. It's an E word. Isn't that should be like, there should be a law against that. There should not be an E word to be allowed on a nitro engine. Because it is a nitro engine. Not a very good one, but it is a nitro engine. These are garbage. And I know people are going to say, oh, I've had these engines and I got them modded, or I've had them and I've ran them this long a time and I've never had... Whatever. Sell that shit to somebody else, not to me. So anyway, so I go to put this in. Okay, you put this, how you put the Easy Start in, and look. The light goes on, and this thing doesn't work. So what I did is I unplugged this, took two off a battery. I think I have it here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. He brought me his frickin' extra battery. But I took two live wires from the battery and touched the positive and negative on that engine and on the E word, and there's nothing. This thing is done. I don't know. I don't work on that many. I have worked on a few. You know, my cousin had one that I worked on, and it was just, these things are not nice to work on. They're a pain in the ass. It's just, I don't want to beat up on traxas too much. I mean, if it's all you got and all you can afford, then, you know, just keep in mind, this isn't what 8-scale nitro was meant to be. This is not. This is the opposite of what 8-scale nitro was. If it at least had a pull start, okay, then it would be different. 8-scale nitro isn't meant to have one of these stupid things called an Easy Start. You know, they should change this to Easy Headache instead of Easy Start, because that's what it is. And I laugh when I see these. He actually has ProTech 100T servos in it. I mean, at least he has decent servos. These two servos are worth more than this whole freaking vehicle. But anyway, if the price is right, I'll work on anything. And more importantly, it's an opportunity for me to talk him out of it. The more times I work on it, and the more times I take his money, because every time he wants me to turn wrenches, I charge 25 bucks an hour, which is fair. Any hobby shop around here that even works on nitro, and there isn't any really that I know, maybe one, they're charging $30 to $40 an hour. So $25 an hour isn't a lot. You know, and like I said, it's an opportunity for me to pound in this guy's head. This is garbage. He has a decent, I think it's that LRP or whatever, that other whip that I got of his, that I got running for him, with the LRP .30 pull start in. I mean, that's a good, decent starting whip. This, no bueno, man. This is why, one of the major reasons why 8-scale nitro is where it's at, because of this bullshit. Because I tell you what, if I had one of these things, I would quit as well. Because good luck on trying to dial one of these things in, and it's kind of hit and miss. I'm not saying that they're all hard to tune or they're all bad, but you know, 95% of them or more. it's a joke. I mean, like I said, it's not even a nitro. But anyway, I'm not going to beat up on this thing too much. He's going to get the motor, and then I'm going to replace it and get it the hell out of here, because I don't want it in my cave. I mean, I don't want this thing to give my whips some kind of disease. You know, we're talking about the coronavirus, right? That stuff's no joke. By the way, shout out to the people that are enduring that, people that are on lockdown. Hey, man, everybody stay safe, stay out of crowds, you know, keep your traveling or you know, going out of your pad or your cave to a minimum. Grab some projects, start wrenching, do what I do. I've been painting for the last few days, and this thing's looking pretty sick. But anyway, I'm gonna help the guy out because he is a nitro brother. You know what I mean? He is a newbie. You know, but I am gonna, every time, man, that something's wrong with this thing, he's gonna pay me to fix it, to even touch it, and I'm gonna beat in his head like I did just recently when he brought this to me, telling him, I told you before, this thing is, he's Hispanic too, but he's cool. His name's Adrian. I told him, no bueno. Do you understand that? Because he doesn't speak very good English. Do you understand this? No bueno. No bueno. Mucho headaches. Okay? So anyway, that is what it is. We're going to get this thing fixed and running and retune it again and get it the heck out of here. And I told him, sell this thing. Do yourself the biggest favor. But anyway, I don't want this thing given some kind of E-word, because it's got an E-word on it, disease to my whips. But anyway, like I said, people, shout out to the people that are bearing the, you know, whole coronavirus thing, and, you know, everybody hang in there. This stuff's getting pretty real. But anyway, it's looking pretty nice. There's the front part of it. Let's, where's my stand at? I got my little stand somewhere, and we'll set my camera. I want to peel the rest of this, start peeling it off. What the heck did I do with my stand? Dang it. Maybe I dropped it. Hold on, people. Hold on. Anyway, turn that light back on. See if we can, oh, it's got to be here somewhere. What did I do with my little... Oh, there it is. Mikey's losing his head. Okay, people. Hang tight. We are going to peel the rest of this body off. Take a good look at it. And this is where you got to start cleaning everything up. So, like I said, I'm not... Oops. A lot of overspray on it, but... It's kind of hard to mess up these bodies unless you're just really bad. I've seen guys do it, though. I remember Mr. 111, man, he did that first paint body of his. Man, that thing was a train wreck. He did a... It's pretty dry, but I'm still going to let it, before I take the inside masking off, I'm going to let it dry another day, at least. Then I'll take the window mask off the inside tomorrow. Then what I'll do is, if you see sometimes the overspray will get underneath here, I'll take alcohol, or also another thing that's good to get off ink and grease and certain things is hand sanitizer, because of the alcohol in it. It's pretty good for cleaning, so I don't know if I wouldn't waste it, because you want to keep that hand sanitizer for, you know, more important things. Oh yeah, she's looking pretty fresh. Alright people, hold tight. Let me get all this off of here, and then we'll take a good look at it. I can already see where I'm going to have to clean up the edges. But other than that, I think she came out pretty decent. This is one of the harder bodies that I've done, because I did a lot of things that I've never done before. So it was kind of a test for me. But anyway, oh yeah. So we've got some overspray here and there. But let's take a look at her in the light, people. Oh snaps! Let's try her on. Let's fit the Techno. By the way, this Techno is not going to be ripping that body. And we're gonna try to finish off this body. Hopefully this weekend, if it doesn't rain, the weather's clear, I'm gonna take it to the spot, and we're gonna frickin' launch this. We're gonna air this baby out. We're gonna get frickin' Human Torch, and we're gonna get Superman flying. But anyway, let's put this body on. Okay. Muggy's already picking at it. Alright, let's see what... Oh yeah, I don't have the hole in the front window. I've still got to do a couple things to it, but... Oh snaps! She's looking fresh! There's the Kratos. It's pretty sick. Let's do a side to side. Let's do I'll show you guys all the way around. There's the Link. That's the Link, Legend of Zelda Link, the character Link from the Twilight Princess one, because, you know, the Link, if you know anything about games, he's changed, you know, evolved different characters. I thought this one looked the more serious, you know, more warrior type guy than the other ones. I definitely wasn't going to do the Toon Link. But, so, anyway, I did this in a candy purple. Now remember, if you're going to paint your own bodies, when you ought to do the dark colors first. Like I did the black first, did all the black, okay. Then after I was done doing the black, then I did the red, which is where I did the red up here on the Kratos. Then I did the red trim around the windows, okay. There's Snow. That's one of the main characters from Final Fantasy. Okay, you can see this was done in a metallic silver. Here, this was a lot of different masking. See, I changed it from the normal styles of body that I've done before, because I just wanted to try something different. Like I said, I knew that I was going to have these two engines are going to be in the Techno. The Pico, this is the stock Pico. Like I said, we'll touch on that in a minute, why that's even in there. But anyway, but mostly the Rex Legend 28.8 modded. This is no stock. This is no newbie 28.8, which I recommend a 28.8 Rex Legend stock for any newbie. But if you're not a newbie, if you like, you know, just the baddest .28 that you can possibly own, you need to have one of these, and you need to send it to whoever you want, but I recommend sending it to RCR, which RC Renew, Lance Heidman. Send it to him. He does amazing work, professional, top-notch quality work. This engine is one of the baddest 28.8s that you can ever have. Okay? Modded by Lance. And like I said, I did the purple fins because I knew there was going to be a Rex in here, but I also did the blue, those blue flares like that. This was, and all this, you got to remember, all this is done by freehand. This isn't no kit or nothing. This is all stuff that I did. Okay? I did this blue because I knew that I would also be running the two engines, main engines that will be running through my truggies will be the 28.8 Rex Legend modified, and this one too when it gets modified. But anyway, let's check this out. I've got other things to do. I'm going to cut out a ventilation in here. I've obviously got to cut the front part of this. You can do your window, for your tank pull. They mark them so you can actually do them on the top if you want. I prefer to do it through the front window, like I did on this one. I'm going to do it just like that. I'm also going to louver, put like tiny holes and louver the top of this window. That way I get airflow when I open up this back piece, so I can get airflow flowing into the air filter and, you know, to the engine. But other than that, I think she turned out pretty sick. Like I said, this is probably my best, one of my best, if not my best body. I like the Star Wars one. That was the one I did before. But I just love these J concept bodies, man. These, I love them not just because of the design. It has that bulldog type look, like the Proline did a bulldog body. But I also like it because they're very thick. These are like probably a half a millimeter or more thicker than Proline bodies, or even Biddies, or there's Biddies, Prolines, J Concepts, and there's another one. I forgot what the heck it's called. Lead finger, left something. They make techno bodies and stuff too. But these J Concepts are the thickest. I love this body and I like the style. I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to do another one for this, because I've only got 2 bodies for this. I've got a bunch of bodies from my other stuff. I will be getting another body like that one there. Like I said, I'm looking for another Phantom, Proline Phantom MBX5 body, because I want another MBX body. But yeah, so now all we got to do is do the things that I said I was going to do this, and we're going to throw some stickers on here, because got to have the stickers. But oh, and I also, for the J Concepts, for Technos, I highly recommend these wings. These are the wings that are designed as far as for aerodynamics and the configuration. These are designed for that body. This body, these bodies, these J Concept bodies are called Finisher. It's called the Finisher. And it's the same thing with these wings. They're called Finisher wings. They even have adjustments in the back. It's pretty cool. You can adjust airflow. These turn different ways. You loosen these up. You can turn them so you can get different airflow. But anyway, yeah. Got the white rims on. I'm going to have to take these off. It's going to have, not right now, but I want to see what that looks like. Matter of fact, oh, and by the way, what is that? What? Because, you know, it is the morning here. What is that, Muggy? Oh, shit. Muggy, are you up to that freaking gourmet cooking shit again? Alright, people, most of you don't know, unless you're from Texas, what this even is. These aren't regular taco. These are called breakfast tacos. These ones in particular got beans, rice, scrambled eggs with onions and cilantro, cheese, and salsa. Homemade beans and rice on the side. Oh, yeah. That is going to get frickin'... I'm going to tear into that in a minute here. But anyway, if you're from Texas or you know anything about Texas, I spent 8 years there. I used to live by a place called Alamo Heights, which is kind of the old ritzy area. I didn't live in Alamo Heights, but I lived near there. And in Texas, their biggest thing is for breakfast is breakfast tacos. I mean, you can go into a gas station. You can almost go into a freaking library and get a breakfast taco. They're really popular. When I first moved there to San Antonio, I didn't know because I'm asking for breakfast burritos, and they're looking at me like, you must be from California. And I'm like, how do you know? Because we don't have breakfast burritos out here. They're very rare. They're about as rare as carne asada. Carne asada in Texas, forget about it. They call it steak, but it's not the same thing. They're all into their brisket, and they eat a lot of barbacoa, which is the meat from the cow's face. I don't do all that exotic stuff. But anyway, breakfast tacos, man, I ate every morning breakfast taco, and they got all different kinds. So I just had that itch that, you know what, I'm going to make some breakfast tacos this morning. And bam, there I go. So we're going to tear that up in a minute. So anyway, as I was saying, in Texas, it's just a whole different, man, I spent, like I said, 8 years or whatever there. Only thing I miss about it is their food. And I do miss their golf courses. They have some of the baddest golf courses around. The one that I used to go to a lot is, it's in Bernie. It's called Tapatio Springs. That's a very high-end, classic, old-school course. There is a lot of other ones. I used to go to that one. I used to also go to the Flying L, I think, in Bandera. I liked Bandera. It was a great little town that was on the outskirts of San Antonio. I'd go out there every so often, mostly on the weekends to golf. Also, it was called Spring Branch something golf course. It's in Canyon Lake, but I think it's called the Hawk now. And the company that I worked for when I traveled out there to begin with, before I ended up moving out there, I used to do a lot of promotions for golf courses. We did a lot of sports stuff. I did promotions for the San Antonio Spurs. We represented the Rampage, which is their hockey team. They got more minor league hockey teams than even Canada. Texas has more, and you can look it up, Google it. Texas has more minor league hockey teams than anywhere in the country or out of the country, including Canada. And Canada's, huge hockey people. But anyway, so I love I love that about Texas. I love their food, but the weather sucks ass. That is what I couldn't handle. The weather, summer and winters, are the worst I've ever been in. One of the worst, anyway, if not the worst. But so, anyway, enough about Texas. Texas, man, killer food. If you want to put on some weight, man, they say everything's big in Texas, and they ain't lying. Even a lot of the women are too. Gotta have my little cup of joe here. I have an idea for my next body. Take a look at that again. That body just looks pretty sick, huh? I think it looks badass. You know what I'm going to do real quick? Because I want to see what it looks like. You guys hold on for 1 second. At least one side. We got to see. Because I know I'm going to run only the black rims on here. They're the only rims that I'm probably going to run on this thing with that. Then I'm going to keep on with that body. Because with this body on here, the white one, but I know the black will look way better. Okay, we'll just do one side, see what it looks like. I don't know, maybe I'll put them all on. I think it's going to look pretty sick. Okay. One. Bam. Oh yeah, that looks, definitely looks a lot meaner. She looks lean, mean, wrapping machine. Alright people, here we go. Oh, there it is, look at that. With the black rims on there, oh hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Now, wait till I put, I'm a sticker guy, so you know this is not going to stay plain. I got to have some stickers on this baby, so we're going to put some stickers on it. Well, like I said, there's some other things I got to do. This body is 98% complete, or you know, so I just wanted to kind of do an unveiling. Let's do a top view, see what it looks like up top. There's what the top looks like. Now, I am going to tell you a couple things that I'm going to do. Here, these top sections here, and this whole back piece right here, where it's, you know, where the body mounts are, and this front part here, I'm going to do a carbon fiber. I might do a couple of places, so I'm going to add a carbon fiber touch to it, and I think that'll make it really pop. Again, when you're using dark colors, if you want the dark colors to really get to really, you know, if you want them real dark, back it with silver. Metallic silver, gray silver, metallic or silver, or something. I think it's silver metallic, whatever. But anyway, if you want it to be a little bit more vibrant, you want the colors to pop brighter, you back it with white. That's how it works with these paints. Okay, so little side note. So this was a lot of work, man. This probably got, you know, at least, I don't know. I've used what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. It's probably got about 20 coats of paint on it. Because each color, I used 3 or 4 coats. So the purple's got 4 coats. I mean the candy purple. The silver's got 4 coats. Black 4 coats. Red 4 coats. And the blue 4 coats. The blue in there. So we've got, like I said, probably about 20 coats of paint. But it's pretty thick. Now, I don't know if I want to shoe glue it because it's got some, I'm really not worried about weight. So I'll decide that when the time comes. Like I said, I've still got a lot of things to do to it, but I just wanted to show you guys and unveil you guys the new face, or the new dress, skirt, whatever you want to call it, of the Techno NT 48.3. Like I said, images and everything, it's the only thing. This thing just looks like it just wants to brap right now. So quick, 2 more things we'll touch on and then we'll end this video. One, the Pico P3.28. This is a brand new one. I've decided that I'm going to break it in. I've never broken in a P3.28. This is my second one. I have another one, which needs a connecting rod. But I figured, you know what, since I'm going to have a little bit of time, I'm probably not going to do any videos of it because you don't need to see another break-in video. If you want to go watch a good break-in video, go look up Mr. Zaw. Go watch his videos, or go watch Adam Drake. Those are probably the 2 best guys to watch break-in videos that I would recommend. I mean, there's a lot of them, but those 2 are the ones that I learned from in particular. So, other than that, you don't need to see me, or for that sake, anybody else out there do another damn break-in video. And even the people that even do them recently have got other break-in videos of it. You know, I guess some people just get bored and need something to do. I guess to make a video. You know, there's other more important things to do. You know, if somebody asks me, why, you know, and I've had people, hey, Muggy, why don't you do a break-in video? How come you don't do any break? Dude, go watch my older videos. I've got plenty of them. I'm not going to make a newer break-in video. It doesn't change. It's the same. Like I said, there's plenty of other people that got way better break-in videos than me. So go watch them, or go watch my older ones. I don't need to do another one. Like I said, if you're bored and you want to, you know, get a couple views, then go ahead. Another thing too, was kind of crazy, is I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's like, dang, look, you've grown a lot in the last month or so. And I said, yeah, that's kind of strange. I mean, They're really, if you look on YouTube, as far as pure 8-scale nitro, there's nobody else doing really anything. And I'm not tooting my horn saying, oh, I'm all that. I'm not. I always tell you guys that. I mean, I really don't care if you watch, subscribe, unsubscribe, whatever, to each his own. Okay? All I know, and he was telling me, he goes, you know, YouTube goes by your views. They don't really go by subs. And I'm like, I thought you're supposed to be like subs. Everybody, you know, you want to try to get 1,000 subs. He goes, they don't care. YouTube doesn't care about subs. If you've got 20,000 subscribers, and on average you only get about 400, or I mean, you only get 4,000 views, that ain't nothing. That should tell you that whatever your videos are about, or whatever you're doing, people don't really want to watch. Now, I went over mine, just, you know, I was kind of like, well, that's curious. Let me see what kind of average I got, just, you know, just to see. Well, my average on my videos, across the board were like 480 or 400 and something, over 400. And I thought that was crazy because I don't even have that many subscribers. I, on average, if you go, and you guys can go do the math yourself, I, on average, get more views than I even have subscribers. And then I look at other guys, you know, there's guys out there that got, and I think, what's his name, the RC Sparks guy, that guy's got, what, how many millions of subscribers? And he even said, he goes, man, I noticed on my last couple videos I only had like 40-something thousand views, and I'm thinking, dang, dude, that's enough. And he even said, yeah, that's enough to fill in more than enough to fill a stadium, sports stadium, which is true. But he also said, considering that I have how many millions, you know, of subscribers, he goes, that's really not a lot. And he says, but you know what? He even said it. He goes, I don't give a shit. I do this because I like to do it, because I have fun doing it, because I want to help, if I can help anybody out, you know, so, which is, I feel the same way. But yeah, I thought that was crazy, and I look around, and guys that have like 1,000 and 10,000, and guys that have like 20,000 subscribers, and they can't even muster up 5,000 views. I mean, if you have 10,000 subscribers, and if you look at your average and you're not even getting more than 2,000, so where's the other 8,000 people at? That's what, they're not watching you, that's for sure. Or if you're a guy that has 1,000 subscribers, but on average you get maybe 400, you know, views, that means there's 600 people that really don't give a shit of what you're doing. And like I said in the past, it's just a charity subscribe. Check and see how many of those people actually got that bell on, that bell that goes off whenever a video comes on. Guarantee you it won't be very many if they're not viewing, that many people viewing. You know? So, and I mean, so that's what I looked at. I mean, if I got 400 subscribers, I better be getting 400 views, because that means at least everybody that's subscribed or more are watching my stuff. I don't care how many. The only thing that I look at is, are people watching me? Because if nobody's watching you, really, then what are you doing? Besides wasting your time. I don't want to make it, I don't want to seem like, you know, like you're not contributing, because, you know, hey, to each his own. Some people just don't want to watch people. They'll subscribe, but doesn't mean they're going to watch you, you know. So if I have 500 subscribers, but I get like 200 views, then that's no bueno. That means that there's 300 people that don't even really watch me or care about what I'm doing. And that's where you have to look at, okay, well, maybe it's something that I do. Maybe it's my personality, which I know it's not mine. Or maybe it's something I need to change. Maybe I need to change the content. Maybe I need to talk about something else. I suggest for people out there, like if you're a guy that has, you know, 1,000 subscribers, let's say, and you're only getting, at best, maybe 400 views, even if you got 500, that means there's still 500 people that aren't watching you. That's not very good. So maybe you need to take a look at that, step back and say, okay, what are my strengths? Look at my videos and where I got the most views. Why? Why did I get the most views? And go off of that. You know, I don't put it to a science too much like that, because like I said, I really don't care. But when I started to think about it, I'm like, okay, well, I want to, you know, I hope people are at least watching me, or, you know, That's why I don't do videos, a lot of videos, too often anymore. I don't think I need to, unless it's something updating you. Like I did this video was about, you know, sharing that, hey, I'm helping out a newbie, okay, even though he has traxas, and just proving my point. I'm not bashing on traxas. It is what it is. I'm keeping it real. That's 100% real. You're seeing that I talk shit about traxas. I hate traxas, and you guys know it. I'd rather chew glass than work than even work on a traxas. But because it's a new guy, because he's a friend, and because I know that this is a tool for me to help him and to teach him why these things suck nuts and their headaches, and have him move away from it, that's one less guy that, you know, it's gonna quit. Because that'll make you quit, man. That will make you quit. It would make me quit. I'll tell you that. So anyway, and also I want to share with you, you know, what's going on, updates. I wanted you guys to see my new, you know, this new body, and, you know, you guys seen me peel it, and it's not done. You know, it's 90, 95, 98% or whatever, but there's still a lot to do to it, and it's already looking pretty sick. I think this is probably my best body so far. And if I really get you in close and look at it, and I know I'm going to do this when I'm done with this video, I'm going to see all the tiny little flaws everywhere, because this is still, you know, Muggy's OCD about that shit. So anyway, we're going to end this video in a second. One last thing I wanted to touch on. I have people that ask me about clutches. I've used a lot of different clutches. My 3 favorite clutches, yes, the low-C clutch is a good clutch, and I'm not saying that it isn't. Good for truggies. I even use it on a buggy. Problem I don't like about the low-C clutches is these set pins. The pins that hold the shoes in, they're garbage. They're a piece of shits, and you will strip them every time. Like, I don't care if you're even using brand new MIP 1.5 millimeter, because that's what the size is. Eventually they strip. They just suck. So if you can find the right size and replace them, I suggest that you replace them. These Techno and associated ones are way better. I like these. Again, I use the gold. I use a combination of the gold, and I use a combination of Max Life. Killer combo. I love it. I'm using medium to light springs on because I'm running mods. Stocks, I recommend using medium to heavy, because stock needs help. Just like Mr. Zah said plenty of times, stock needs help. Go lighter springs. Go heavier springs on stock. Go lighter springs on mod. Modified engines don't need any help. Light, medium springs, that's the combo I run. And one of my other favorite clutches is this Reds. These Reds, if you don't have one, I recommend trying one. They're not cheap. They're about 60-something bucks. Like the Novorosi's. That's the only other one that I plan on getting is a Novorosi. But these are great because you don't have to mess around with springs. You can either have light, medium, or heavy, and you can do the adjustment instead of changing springs back and forth. It's easier to dial in. Way easier. They're great clutches. They're made in Italy. You know, like the Muggy. I'm into anything Italian. I'm all over that. I'm all over Italian shit like a hobo on a hot dog, people. I'm all over it like I'm gonna be all over these breakfast badass tacos in a second here. So anyway, yeah. I use composite or Max Life with aluminum with the 7075 King heads. Ask Mr. 111. I think he has a video. That's where I was turned on. So shout out, you know, even though I really don't follow the guy because he's more into racing and I'm not. Shout out to Mr. 111 for hooking me up with the idea of these King heads 7075 hard aluminum gold clutch shoes. These are better and will last you longer than the Max Lives, and I've used both, trust me. So that's my tip on that. I do like the Reds. Low-C is okay, although the Low-C, like I said, the pins suck nuts. They always strip. Piece of shit. I like the Techno Associated, and I also like the Reds probably better. Like I said, the only one I don't have is an Novorosi's, and I want to try that one. Some people like it. Some people say, it's not worth all that money. But you gotta, it's all trial and error. Don't go by what people say, You gotta try it out for yourself. One last look at this sexy ass, next level, freaking custom, one of a kind, Muggy paint job on the NT 48.3 Techno Chuggy, okay? Maybe someday this will run out in the field, maybe just in grass, but that's about it. This is my Shelf Queen body, because you want to have a fresh body for when you're not ripping around, and then you're going to have, this is now officially, this is the bash body. Remember this one, I got it done, I was all excited. This is a great body, and I did a good job, but this was my first of that type of body and that type of paint scheme in it, so I'm going to do another one. I think my next one that I'm going to do is going to be, I want to do a Van Halen. So I'm listening to Van Halen. Obviously, at the beginning of this video, you listen to one of the baddest, most iconic guitar solos ever in the history of rock and roll by Mr. Eddie Van Halen himself, Eruption. Love that. I was thinking of his signature. This is his design that he has on his original guitar that he played. I think he called it Frankenstein because it looks like a Frankenstein. But I was thinking of this. I think that would be pretty cool. Do the red. I don't know if I'll put any guitars on it or anything, but just have this kind of design. I think it would look badass. Kind of my tribute to, you know, an iconic band like that. Van Halen. So anyway, I'm going to get out. I got to eat some grub. I'm starving like a hostage. We got stuff to wrench on. I got to finish up this body. Oh, I don't even want to touch. I'd rather chew freaking glass than touch this thing, but he's paying me, and I told him I would do it, so we'll see. I'm not going to update you on anything. I just wanted to show you guys that and let you know that I do work on things that I really don't want to work on for the sake to help out the newbie and to help out the new guy. Like I said, you're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. So stop being part of the problem, you people that are lazy and sitting on your ass, and be part of the solution and help a brother out, help a newbie out. Make a video of yourself running, at least start it up, do something. Okay, you guys got plenty of time now. So anyway, that's all the Muggy's got. I'm out of here. I will catch you guys probably later to the end of the week. And it hopefully will be a running video. And remember this. Nitro is the true glory, but E-word pays the bills, unfortunately. Just the way it is. Alright, people, everybody be safe, stay in, sanitize, stay clean, and be good to each other. Remember, at the end of the day, no matter what happens, long as you gave it 100%, okay, and had a great attitude, and most important, you learned something, you got ahead. Alright, that's all I got. Muggy's out. Peace.